Yo, what's up? About 10 months ago, I made a video about how to learn Portuguese fast. And I said that I would leave a bunch of links for resources that I use to learn Portuguese. But you know what? I forgot to leave the links. So here I am today to make a video about the free resources that I use to learn Portuguese. Okay? Because one of the main questions I get on my other channel where I teach Brazilians how to speak English is, hey Tim, I have a boyfriend and he's American and he wants to learn Portuguese. What should he do? And I'm like, well, you speak Portuguese, can't you teach him? But anyway, some people think that I should be teaching people Portuguese, which I'm not sure is a good idea because I still make a lot of mistakes. But I do have some good resources that help me to kind of get a better understanding of the Portuguese language and Brazilian culture. So here they are. First is Tá Falado. It is a podcast. Podcasts are great because you can, put them on while you're in your car or on the subway and just listen and learn new phrases while you're doing whatever you do. So I would just put on this podcast, cruise in my car, listen to it, and it's made by some professors from the University of Texas, and it's actually made for people that speak Spanish, but it's in English, and even if you don't speak Spanish, it's still great. It kind of teaches you the basics of Portuguese phonetics, and they also give some cultural insight. Actually, there's a site, University of Texas has like maybe 4 or 5 different shows. Not all of them are podcasts, but they have another podcast called Conversa Brasileira, which is videos. They take videos of different kind of day-to-day situations in Portuguese with Brazilians, and they have subtitles, and they also have like a PDF on their website with Portuguese and English. So that's really a great tool to learn. There's another one called Brazilian Podcast, and that's made by a Portuguese professor. She's from Brazil, and she has a bunch of different dialogues, and they teach you a lot of cool things. She gives you kind of a good understanding of different, not just like the language, but also like different, famous Brazilians, famous songs, famous cities, different holidays and festivals. So that's a real good podcast. There are so many episodes. Okay, and here's a great one. It's called Brazilian Beats. It's by a British DJ, and he just loves Brazilian music. So he kind of gives you a tour of Brazilian music, different genres, different styles. I found music to be one of the best ways to learn. I listen to a lot of Brazilian music, kind of keeps me up to date with what's going on now, but it also gives me like a window into the past. So you can really get a cool kind of 360 view of Brazil with music. There's so many different styles. It's a huge country. It's kind of like, Brazil's a lot like the United States, and different regions like different types of music. So check out Brazilian Beats. That's a cool little thing to check out. And then there's so those are podcasts that are kind of based on learning about Portuguese or learning about Brazilian music. But then another thing you should do once you've like reached a level where you can kind of understand, you should just check out regular podcasts that are made for Brazilians. So I personally, I'm not listening to any currently, but I know Cafe Brazil is pretty good. I think there's something called Nerdcast or Nerdclass or something like that. So just check on iTunes the most popular podcasts in Brazil and give them a look. And also YouTube. You can check out a bunch of YouTubers. The #1 guy right now is Whindersson. He's killing it. So if you can understand his accent, you are de parabéns, because he's from Piauí, and it's a little complicated. But there's tons of good YouTubers, they have vloggers that talk about different things, so you can kind of get a lot of practice and a lot of different kind of targeted vocabulary. So I hope that helped, because that's a question I get all the time, and if you liked it, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I'm going to put out some subscribe. Yeah, that's the word, right? I would say inscribe. But just check it out, and I'll put out some new stuff, and whatever. See you later. Peace.